What's up everybody, it's Joe with J Blake Photo, and in today's video I want to talk about some gear. I've been seeing a lot of posts on my social media, both on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, regarding the Peak Design travel tripod. Now under normal circumstances, this would just be a product launch or just a happening on social media that I wouldn't necessarily pay a lot of attention to. But for me, I actually looked really closely at that tripod. I got really close to pulling the trigger on it, but instead I made another decision. And one of the things that I really like to talk about on this channel are ways that you can do things by spending a little bit less money or maybe making a different choice. When you see a lot of people, especially influencers, buying a particular product, there's always the question of, okay, well, is that actually, the best product out there? And it might be, but in a lot of cases, there are opportunities to look for other products that might save you a little bit of money, give you most of the same features and quality, and really let you learn a little bit more about what you are looking for in that product. So in today's video, I want to talk about why I didn't buy the Peak Design tripod. Before we get into talking about tripods, just so you know, this channel is about photography, it's about gear, it's about just loving getting out there and using your kit and experiencing the outdoors or whatever it is that you love, whether it's using your technology like your camera or your cell phone or your drone or whatever it is, just to have a good time and to capture those moments. And if you're interested in stuff like that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and hit me up there. I'm at jblakePhoto, where I'm posting photos from recent photo shoots, like my trip to the national parks recently in Zion National Park, as well as my trip to Maui. Anyway, let's get talking about tripods. So like most of you, I have worked with lots of different types of tripods and mounts for my cameras. I have done everything from that cheap, $20 plastic thing that you could get at Walmart or Best Buy back in the day, whatever it is that they put in every discount photo kit that goes on Amazon. There's a million of them out there. And some of them are actually really good, and for 20 bucks, it's a tripod, right? If you don't have one, that might be your thing. But as both a landscape and a portrait photographer, that was something that I really needed to invest in, was a quality tripod. And I knew that going in, and so I went ahead and purchased a Manfrotto. So I went ahead and purchased a Manfrotto 190X Pro, and that was probably 8 or 9 years ago that I got that tripod. It's heavy duty aluminum. It has some really great features to it. I'm actually filming on that tripod right now, and I've taken it on lots of trips. I've taken it with me many, many times, taking it camping and hiking, portrait sessions. There have been lots of times where I have used that. And like I said, it came with this three-way head because when I got the tripod, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do mostly photography or video, and so I wanted something that I could do both with. And this thing really is really cool. It does quite a bit, and it's very strong. Took this into Antelope Canyon, but it is super heavy and it is really big. The Manfrotto that I'm on right now is also really big. It's aluminum, it's thick. It is definitely not what you would consider lightweight. However, it is very sturdy, it is very strong, and I'm sure I'll have it for another 10 years without any trouble. So for situations where I just needed something small, I went ahead and I've been using, again, what a lot of YouTubers you see out there using, and that's a Joby pod. I've actually got a handful of these, but like every other YouTuber out there with the Joby pod, you notice that they start to slide. I almost had this actually fall off a table the other day. And I really wouldn't trust it, to clamp around anything after using it for a little while. But one thing that I do use it for is just quick setups. If I need something really, really easy, it's super lightweight. And also the ball head on it, I actually was able to take off and actually put on my Manfrotto, which is what I'm on right now. And it's a really quick and easy ball head mount. So the idea is really you adapt to what you have and you do what you can with what you have. This tripod was very expensive At the time, for me, it was, I think, almost $250, almost $300, and the head was probably another $150. You know, that was a lot for me then. That's a lot for me now. And so I definitely will continue to use this because, again, that's an investment in my gear long term. But I came to the conclusion that I needed a full-size tripod, something that would stand up tall, something much taller than what the Joby can do, and it would also give me the super lightweight, super flexibility that something like the Joby does. And so I was definitely looking at a tripod that was carbon fiber, something that was lightweight, something that was quality. And so I looked at the Peak Design tripod. The things that I really liked about it were the fact that it supported the mounting system that is already in place on the Peak Design capture clip system. And also the fact that it was, you know, the carbon version and even the aluminum version are very, very lightweight. And I loved the design of the legs and the fact that it had the pull out. So it was just easy to pull them out, extend them, and then put them up. And it just looks like there's a lot to that, as well as with the variability of the head. So again, just a lot there that you could do with that product. But then I looked at the price tag. And to be quite honest, you know, $300-400 for an aluminum, you know, 3+ pound tripod, and almost $500-600 for the carbon fiber 2-pound tripod. I said, you know what, there's gotta be something else out there where I could save a little bit of money, but get what I really want, which is a lightweight tripod that is strong. I was willing to give up a few of the features if it meant that I could get the weight that I really wanted, but still have a full-size tripod. And that was when I ended up with this guy. So this is the Sirui TO25SK, and this is a carbon fiber tripod. It weighs just a little bit over 2 pounds, and it does go up to, I think, about 60 inches. So it's not as tall as my Manfrotto, but fully extended. It is tall enough for me to use for landscape photography. And again, the most important thing for me in this case was it packs down really small, as you can see. It has the clasping mechanisms for the feet, for the legs, so I can actually you know, get this into variable positions. It'll go out as far as this. And the one downside is that it does have the kind of twist lock legs, which I do like that about the Peak Design tripod. That is a really nice feature. So again, I just want to make it clear that I am not trying to bag on Peak Design. I actually think they make some really good stuff. I actually have their travel bag. This is the Peak Design 45-liter bag. And this is actually part of the reason why I got this tripod, was because I can really easily fit it into this side pocket, and it's not very heavy. And I can just pull it out, and I've got my tripod right there. It pretty much just fits the same way that the travel tripod is advertised to fit. But it's the same length, and it's the same width. And again, because it takes the Arca Swiss mount at the top, I can keep my camera on the same platform that I have for the kit for Peak Design. So this easily clips in with my camera into here, as well as into here, and into the ball mount that I actually have that I stole from the Joby Pod. So that means that all of my tripod mounts are all Arca Swiss compatible, which the Manfrotto is not. This actually takes their proprietary mount, which is kind of a bummer. But most importantly is the fact, again, it was light, it's small, it's easy to pack, it's full size when extended, it's supportive enough for my camera. Because of the fact that I'm using a mirrorless camera, weight is not as much of an issue, although if I was in windy conditions or if I were to put my my long zoom lens, my 70-200 on here, I would probably weigh it down, although you should be weighing it down anyway. Otherwise, that really has not been a problem. And the savings on that tripod versus the Peak Design or something even more expensive like a Gitzo or something like that, that are even bigger, or some of the Manfrotto travel tripods that are carbon fiber, I was able to take that savings and invest it in something a little more fun, to be honest, which is this this Samyang 2.8 14 millimeter wide lens that I've just been having a ton of fun with. One of the other considerations that I had was the fact that I'm doing a lot of hiking and I'm planning on doing a lot of bike packing. And so I need to keep my weight down or else it's going to be really difficult for me to do that kind of travel. So I wanted to get something that was really lightweight, really small, but still gave me the chance to do some of the cool shots and landscape photography that I wanted to do with a tripod. So again, whether you're shooting with the, the plastic tripod from Walmart, or you've invested in something big and heavy like the Manfrotto that I have here, and it just depends on what your needs are, depends on what your budget is and how far into photography you are. If I know that I'm going to be a short walk from the car for landscape photography, I'll probably bring the big Manfrotto tripod. But in situations where I know I'm going to be traveling a distance, either walking or biking, having that lightweight really, really helps. Anyway, I hope you liked this kind of quick review of the Sirui T025 tripod. Anyway, I hope you liked my little kind of introduction of the T025 SK ultralight carbon fiber tripod. You can get it from Amazon. There's a link down below. But again, get the gear that's right for you. More than anything, this was about me making the decision that there was some great gear out there, but I decided that it wasn't the right fit for me, both because of the cost and also because of some of my other options. I really wish this thing had the little snaps on it though. That is one thing I wish they did. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and hit like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the bell to let YouTube let you know when I post new videos. And go ahead and check me out on Instagram if you're not already following me there. And a quick note, please, please stay safe, stay healthy, and just know that even if all you're doing is watching YouTube videos, this world is crazy, you're doing your best. Just keep doing what you can. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.